How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it's time for more of the Pokemon Gold Nuzlocke stream. Yeah! Whoa! So much salt! It's like an ocean of salt! Oh man, thank you so much for that unfathomable fury of salty bits! Jedi Aster, thank you so much! Dang! That's crazy. Oh man, what? What did I do to deserve all this salt? I know we're in the ocean, but I'm pretty sure this is water, not salt, even if it is salt water. Oh man, thank you so much for the bits, Jedi Aster. I really appreciate that. That's insane, I tell ya. Insane! What is the definition of insanity? Isn't that when you do the same thing over and over and expect different results? I don't know, man. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for all those bits. What a way to start, I tell ya. I don't think we're going to be doing the bonus hour, though. I might do a little compromise and do, like, a little bit of gambling or something at the end. But we should have enough training done by the time we get to the 2-hour mark. I think. I would imagine. Because right now, the game plan is we're training up for blue. And that is the game plan. Just because, you know what? I have some bad memories of going through Kanto in a Gen 2 game with no deaths, alright? Since I'm probably not going to be posting the archive to YouTube, I'll just say from the, whatchamacallit, the Crystal Sleep Lock I did way back. Yeah, I had 0 deaths until Blue. And then Blue blew me away! And I had a complete and utter wipe. Yeah, so I really, really don't want to have Blue do that to me again. I really don't. Alright, let's see. Khalifa KJ saying, what do you think of the Skitties picture? I did comment on it, I think on Twitter. It was funny. Zach00515 saying, Maryland, I love the new series up on the channel. Well, awesome. I'm glad you like it. A whole bunch. Let's see. Some guy, 712X saying, I still have to finish watching that Crystal Sleep Lock. Well, I spoiled it for you, but that was a year ago. Whoop. Earthquake! No, not really. I just bumped my desk. I was trying to adjust my chair. Actually, probably a simpler solution is just to update the thing. Perry Hiker! Oh, more Meryl and Mount Mortar. Alright. Let's see. EB Chipmunk saying, you might already have seen this, but on September 1st, you can download Pokemon Gold or Silver, like Red, Blue, and Yellow. Was it September 1st? I thought it was, like, 22nd or sometime later in the month. Yeah. Well, I'm aware of it, nonetheless. But I started this before they announced that. So I probably won't be, like, playing it on stream or anything, but be something. Alright, let's see. September 22nd. Did I get the date right? Did I actually do that? Again, it was, like, from memory. Alright, so I'm kind of wondering if I should train here or not. Like, there really aren't any good training places. Eventually I'll take on the Elite Four, but that'll be training for Red, not Blue, because I'm only a few levels higher than what I was taking on the Elite Four in the first place. Had a few close calls, but I don't know. I don't want to take a chance. It would really stink to have someone die while training. That's the worst. I'm trying to think if that's ever happened in any of my Nuzlocke series. ever. I know that I did for, what was it? My original Black Wedlock. And I did for the original X Wedlock. These were ones that didn't ever go onto YouTube, because I always try to play it super safe while training. Because I had an Audino kill my, what was it? I think it was a Patrat while training. It was at full health, used double slap, hit 5 times, crit twice. So yeah, you know what? I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. White Lance 89 asking, hey Marriland, quick question. When are the new Terraria videos, or Terraria, scheduled for upload? Whenever! I don't actually have any official schedule for them. They're ideally going to occupy the 6 p.m. Central Time slot, and typically on days that I'm not streaming the Nuzlocke ones. So, currently Wednesdays and Saturdays. Don't expect any of the Terraria series. Let's see. EV String Party saying, didn't you have a Spinda die to training? Actually, quite the opposite. It died because I didn't train it. I was going to hold off on training it until I got to the next town, because I didn't want to take a break right in the middle of going through somewhere for something that I'm not going to be using. And, yeah, then it got roared out or something. So that was a pain. Let's see. The Tetris Master asking, am I using an emulator to play this? Nope! I'm using the good old Game Boy player. This is on an actual game cart. I replaced the battery. So, it works. It's good. Shamrock Baroness subscribing for the 2nd month in a row with Twitch Prime, saying, I'm so glad I got back from my fingerprinting in time. It's for a new job. Ooh, well, hopefully that goes well, your new job. It's always a good thing. Well, usually a good thing. Hopefully in this case it is. Alright, let's see. The Immortal Musician asking, will you be speeding up training using that XD trick? I think you mean the Stadium 2 trick. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to see. Probably. I think that'd be okay. But then again, if I'm training against the Elite Four, I want to make sure that I don't accidentally do stuff. At least the advantage of training against the Elite Four is it saves every time I fight them. So, like, my big concern is it uses a transfer pack if I'm using the N64. And those things are so bad because it seems like they always come loose or something. And that's no good. Oh, you know what? I just noticed Clickbait is level 53. I need to update the thing. Get with the program, Marriland! Alright, there we go. That should be fixed now. Okay. But yeah, I think since it'll save after every run through the Elite Four, even if, let's say, something happens and it crashes. Like, I found you can actually have the transfer pack on a different controller and play through using a separate controller. So, like, I wouldn't have to have the controller that has a transfer pack in my hand. It can just, like, lay on the table or something. Alright, so I guess we'll see how this goes. I'd like to get everyone to 56. But pretty much whatever it ends up being at the end of the stream, that's gonna be what it'll be. This is just a training episode. Just in case you're, I don't know, 10 minutes into this and wondering, are you gonna fight Blue yet? No. We're doing that next time. We're doing that next time. Alright, Psychic. Let's see. Gamerman200 asking, how do you get bits on mobile? I don't think you can get bits on mobile. I think you have to buy them on, like, a desktop or laptop or something. or from the web browser. But I think if you have bits in your account, I think you can use them. Flaming Axel asking, what was your very first Pokemon game you played? Not on the channel, but in general. Pokemon Blue, back on September 30th, 1998. Long time ago. 19 years coming up soon. Dang. 200 bits from Nuffy. Thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate that. Jeez, now I feel a little bad that I don't have a bonus hour today. I figured, you know what, we wouldn't really need that much training. Didn't really know what we'd even need to be doing, to be honest. Aside from training, so... Alright, let's see. Real Sentinel Gaming asking, I'm confused. So there's 8 more Kanto gym leaders and another Elite Four and champion? Not quite. So there is a separate region. You can go back to the Kanto region, and you can fight the Kanto gym leaders, but the Elite Four and the champion are still the same. However, there's a super boss, the protagonist from Pokemon Red and Blue, who's just named Red, and he's got like super high level Pokemon. You can only go there after you've gotten all 16 badges. Well, okay, you can only legitimately go there. I think if you're doing glitches, you can get around that. But I'm not doing those. Yay! Obsidian leveled up. Thank goodness. Yeah, this may seem slow, but it's actually not terrible. It's probably the fastest other than the Elite Four, but Elite Four is just a little risky. Wow, I like how 15 minutes after the video was posted, YouTube finally posted to Twitter. Good job, YouTube. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You did so good. Alright. Okay, so... hopefully we'll, I don't know, be able to get some good levels up. Yeah, so there are a few places to train. I think this was okay. Like, we tried that out. We tried out the... oh, where else was it? Route 27, I think it was. And it was kinda not all that great. Like, this is about 500 experience reliably. 450 to 550-ish for the Tentacool. And the other things, there's like a few things that give a little bit more, but in the big picture, it's not that much more. So it doesn't really seem worth it. And then everything in Kanto in the wild, other than surfing and fishing, is like ridiculously low level. So bad. So bad. Alright, so I think we're just gonna train here. It's boring, but it's super low risk, and it is something that, like, when you actually look at the experience and the rate that you get it at, it's not too bad in the big picture. Not Zippy Zoom asking, will you play Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon? I'm not sure which of the two I'll be playing, but I probably will play them. Probably. As for what my plans are for video series, I'm not entirely sure. If I can hit a certain subscriber goal by their release date, I will stream them to start, and then go back and do a YouTube series. If not, I need to Oh, what do I need to do? I'm going to play through it, at least for the most part, so I have an idea of what's up, and then release a more in-depth one. I don't want to do another blind series for YouTube. Well, other than my Terraria series, which is kind of different, because I like exploring that. I don't want to look anything up, at least as yet. But yeah, the plan is I will be kind of seeing if we can hit that goal. I really got to start making a push for that. I think for the next series, we'll have a big push for subscribers. If we can do that, I think that'd be really cool. Because, you know, it's a nice goal to work towards. I think a lot of people would enjoy it. I'm hoping to have kind of like a, I don't know, maybe a sleep lock a month beforehand. Which I think could be pretty nice. Good way to get people on board. Alright, let's see. Total Anarchy, 37 asking, any suggestions or advice on how to get my last Eevee to evolve into Umbreon? I don't want Espeon, because I have quite a few Psychic Pokemon already. Well, you definitely need to make sure that it's nighttime. That's good advice. You do need to make sure that, well, it depends on which generation you're playing. If you have the Soothe Bell, that of course works. Okay, Pokemon X I'm hearing in the chat. So, yeah, ride around on your bike, hold the Soothe Bell, use an O-Power if you allow that. Shouldn't take too long, really. It's so much longer in Generation 2, it's ridiculous. You don't really need to do that much else, oops, in order to make it evolve. Because realistically, it should be set to evolve anyway, just from riding around. It's so much easier. Takes so much less work. Bikes go fast. It's quite worth it. Alright, let's see. So, speaking of sleep locks, by the way, I guess I should let you know we're not going to have a stream next Saturday. So not this upcoming Saturday, but next Saturday. There's not going to be a Gold Nuzlocke stream. Or for that matter, there's not going to be an Animal Crossing stream. And the reason is, I will be hosting on my channel. This is Saturday the 5th of August through probably Sunday the 6th, possibly Monday, but it'll be a long time. It's going to be a Sleep Lock Versus, alright? I will be hosting it on my channel. I'll probably be co-commentating for a lot of it. It will be two people that you probably know fairly well. Fairly well. Good friends of mine. It's going to be King Groose versus Watson in a Sleep Lock Versus of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. It's gonna be hype. I will have it hosted on my channel, so you can tune in there. Although it's recommended you check out King Groose's stream. It'll be held through multi-Twitch, but the chat will be over in King Groose's stream. So you're going to want to check that out. It'll be interesting. I'll be curious to see how it goes. So you're going to need to make sure you breed some stuff up. It's going to be a Wonder Lock. Yes, a Wonder Lock in Gen 6 now. So this could be great. So breed some stuff up, catch some things that might be useful. Again, having a bunch of level 1s they have to train might not be helpful. And I think they're going to have level limits too, so you have to be mindful of that, I guess. But that's going to be pretty fun, so you're definitely going to want to tune in for that. Again, that's August 5th. I think tentatively it starts at 2 p.m. Eastern? So that'd be 1 p.m. Central. I think. yeah, Anachibo has a really good point. Who even plays Gen 6 anymore? We can definitely have an impact on the stream then. That's exactly it. Like, I have a feeling since so many people are doing Wonder Trades on Gen 7, there's only going to be a few people doing Wonder Trades on Gen 6, so we got a really good opportunity to help them out. Or to mess with them. I want to make some Paris and name them all Watson. And give them to him. I've heard rumor that the stream will not be PG if that happens. Oh, man. Alright, but yeah, in all seriousness, it should be a fun event. I'm looking forward to it. It's always fun seeing a sleep lock in action. They've done a few in the past together, which is neat. Now, I'm not going to be streaming it myself. Like, I'm not playing. I might pick it up for a little bit and play along. We'll have to see if that's something I'm going to do. I don't know if I have a spare copy of Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. I think I do. I'm not sure. But, needless to say, I will definitely be bringing some Pokemon to Wonder Trade them, so that'll be good. And it should be a lot of fun, so get ready for that. Definitely get ready. In fact, I should really go spam a link in the chat for Groos's channel. Let me go do that really fast. In case you guys are interested in this, you can actually follow him right now. When he does stream. Oh, this is gonna get... Oh, he's hosting me. Alright, so... Yeah, alright, I'll post a link in the chat. Yeah, check him out. You've seen him around! You've seen him around. But yeah. It ought to be a lot of fun. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be, quite the event. Alright, let's see. So, not Zippy Zoom asking, do I have a Nintendo Switch? I do have a Nintendo Switch. I finally got one. I need to play it a little bit more. But I do have one, at least. Been going through Zelda again. Played it on the Wii U and I loved it. I did beat it. But I didn't 100% it, so that's why I'm kind of planning on doing that for the Switch version. Should be fun. Yeah, and in case you are watching and you're not looking in the chat, it's just King Groose. All one word. K-I-N-G G-R-O-O-S-E. King Groose. But there will be a multi-Twitch, so you can watch both Groose and Watson's streams. But the chat will be over on Groose's. Alright, let's see. So much training. But again, I think it's probably just what it takes, you know? We want to get everyone trained up, at least the best I can. I don't really know if there's anywhere that much better, other than the Elite Four. Because, okay, there's Victory Road, which we tried, but there's a lot of stuff that gives lower amounts of experience. Tentacool give about 450 to 550, and I can kill them in one hit, and there's a Pokemon Center right here. The other places are not all that convenient, and they're not that good. Let's see. Thaumius asking, is it a sleep versus or a sleep lock? It is a sleep lock, and it will be a wonder lock. So, yeah. Let's see. Alodahan saying, are you going to show the fan art? Not just yet. Perhaps later. Like, we'll probably wait until there's a little bit more. Okay, let's see. Shiny Misty asking, will it have the Wonder Deck, or is that just a you thing? I don't think it will. I'm not mistaken, I think it's just a Wonder Lock, because otherwise it'd be a little crazy. But again, that's up to them, really. But I think it's just normal. Let's see. This is a tough name to pronounce. STRCHSR, probably Star Chaser? Saying, I remember back in the day when Marriland made that Pokemon daycare video on YouTube. I remember that. Daycare woes. Oh, man. Oh, never reading the message board at GameFAQs ever again, man. Alright, let's see. Star Chaser saying, yes, it's Star Chaser, but that name was taken, so I just took out the vowels. That makes sense. I guess. Let's see. Gotta heal up in a moment here. Or switch back to clickbait. I think I could do that. Gamerman200 saying, will you do another Terraria playthrough? I liked your other 2 series of it. I actually have one going on right now on YouTube. It's modded Terraria. Thoria mod. Just the Thoria mod. But I like it. It's been really fun. I've actually recorded so much more than what's posted because it's just addictive to play. So that's good. There won't be one up today, but probably tomorrow. Probably. Don't quote me on that. It's not a daily series, but it'll probably be like near daily. At least for a while. I kind of want to stream Terraria again. I do miss that. Like, I did it for a little bit while we waited for a new version or something. Or like right before the Expert Mode series, actually, that I did for my channel. My YouTube channel. Let's see. So, Gymtopia asking, have we met the bits goal already? Well, kind of. It's kind of one of those things, like, there's not actually a bit goal for today. There's no bonus hour. I might do, like, a little bit of extra, just to say, hey, thanks. Or do, like, something silly. I don't know what, but... Actually, I have an idea. I'll pop in Pokemon Pinball for a moment. Actually, no, what am I talking about? I don't have a layout for that. I don't have a layout. Stop. What? Muxie just stopped. Well, that's silly. Oh, darn it. I got so distracted that I clicked the wrong thing. And it's still enough to kill a Tentacool. Wow. Okay. So, are you going to work? Or are you just dead? Or what? Guess I have to close this thing. Alright, let's see. Let's get that back going. Gymtopia asking, any particular reason for no bonus hour? Just because? Because it's just training today. Like, I'm not taking on blue, so there's nothing that's really worthwhile. So I didn't really want there to be, like, any expectations, I guess. That's why there's no bonus hour. Because I think 2 will be enough. GandW Fangirl saying, hey Marriland, this is the first time I'm watching your streams and I really hope you can beat Blue. Also, I'm really surprised there's no deaths so far in your entire Gold Nuzlocke. Yeah, it's really surprising. I'm very pleased with that. I definitely like to keep it that way if at all possible. But it's pretty cool. Hopefully I'll be able to handle Blue. Without being on shift, playing on set, it'll be a little bit more tricky, as I often remind people. But that's fine. I think we can do it. I think so. I feel very, very confident with this team. let's see. Star Chaser asking, are you using a Game Boy Color with a capture card for this or not? Do they even make capture cards for the Game Boy Color? They didn't, as far as I know. I'm actually using the Game Boy Player. So I'm playing this on my GameCube. And it works okay. It's not perfect. I'd love it if there were an actual capture thing. But unfortunately there's not. So I can capture just about anything other than Game Boy games with really good quality. Let's see. Cookies with 2 X's. Just subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for the big service. I really appreciate that. Apparently I appreciate it so much I even bumped my elbow on my table. Gosh darn it. Well, thank you so much for that. That is really awesome. Really awesome. Let's see. Total Anarchy 37 asking, what's my favorite Pokemon and why? It's Marill, because it's awesome. That's all you need to know. Let's see. Star Chaser asking, how warm is it where you are? It's like 77 here or something. 77 Fahrenheit, I'm guessing. It is, I don't know, I want to say upper 80s, maybe like mid 80s, but really humid Fahrenheit, or just south of 30 Celsius. Like probably 28 or 29 Celsius. But very humid, it's just like muggy outside, so bad. Alright, let's see. So, what else can I talk about for a little bit? I guess talking about... I don't know. Let's see. What is going on? So apparently they made some big announcements with the VGC today. I don't play competitive VGC, so I don't really have, you know, a right to talk too much about it, but it just seems kind of like backwards. Apparently, the European internationals will be on the same weekend as the release of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Who thought that was a good idea? Are you serious? That's like so dumb. And they're not even playing the game there, which, I mean, that's smart, but why the heck would you do that? Because people are going to want to be playing the new game, not playing the old game in a competitive setting. Like that day, you're going to get a whole bunch of people with like potentially hacked moves or move tutor stuff. If there are move tutors, like we don't really know what will be in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So, yeah, what the heck? Who thought that was a good idea? I don't know. Again, I don't play VGC. I really don't have that much of a right to complain. And I'm not gonna get complaining about the different little ruling changes here and there. Because again, like I said, it's not something I actively play, but I do at least try to follow a bit of it. And that just seems so backwards. Like apparently, they're not even making any mention of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for being legal. They're saying that Sun and Moon will be the legal format into 2018. What? What? That's ridiculous. Like, you should change it in January or something. That makes sense. But don't do it like that. Oh, man. So, yeah. I don't know. That's really wild. Oh, you want to hear more? Let's talk about Pokemon Go Fest. That happened. That was a thing. So, okay, let's rewind a moment. Because I do want to apologize. last Wednesday, I said I was canceling the Pokemon Gold Nuzlocke stream for Saturday because I was going to the pre-release. Well, I didn't end up going to the pre-release because I ended up, like, not being able to fix my sleep schedule by then. And realistically, I would have had to wake up roughly 5 hours before I'm used to waking up. And that's a lot. That's a huge amount of time. And it didn't seem worth it. So I just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna play hooky. By then, I'd already canceled the stream, though, so, like, I didn't want to be like, oh, psych, guys! You know what? I'm doing it anyway. That wouldn't have been fair. So, yeah, it was actually kind of a relaxing weekend, for the most part. But, yeah, I watched some of Pokémon Go Fest. Wow, what a disaster. Oh my gosh, that looked terrible. It looked terrible. I'm so sorry for people that had to put up with that. Like, it didn't seem right. Like, you'd think they would have figured something out with all their technical issues. Their stream was terrible. Like, I watched a bit of it, and it was just like a static image for 90% of it, and then they had, like, this guy come out and apologize, like, every hour. And, like, blame the carriers and stuff. Like, it was uncomfortable. It didn't really accomplish anything. And I don't know. I'm not going to one. I'm definitely not going to one if they do it again. Like, I didn't go this time, obviously. But boy, am I glad I didn't. Yeah, Thommy is saying the CEO was booed on stage. Now, I'm kind of mixed how I feel about that, okay? I'm kind of mixed. It's disrespectful to boo someone on stage. That's just a given. However, at the same time, I feel like Niantic treated the event with such contempt, and has treated the fan base with a lot of contempt. And they don't listen to the players as much as they should. And this just kind of proved it, that I almost kind of think that, you know, I don't think I would have done it myself, but people were angry. They had a right to be angry. You know, it was an expensive trip. They had all these expectations. There were all these problems. These are the people that were loyal to the game, and they feel like they're treated, oh, Irwin Juggler, go away. 40 minutes. I already got him. So, that, I'm not necessarily opposed to that. Now, throwing things at people, that was stupid, okay? There's no excuse for that. That's just barbaric. Don't ever do that. Whoever did that should be ashamed of themselves. But they won't, because they're probably that dumb. Throwing water bottles at, you know, one of the hosts, that's not right. That doesn't accomplish anything. That doesn't. If you're dissatisfied, boo. You know what? There you go. But don't throw things. Don't do whatever. Like, that's just bad. Yeah, Thommy is saying, I feel bad for the people who paid airline tickets or paid double the price for tickets, or more. Tickets are going for up to, like, 500 bucks, from what I was hearing. Like, that's ridiculous. And remember, they said they're refunding tickets, but clearly not, you know, people who bought scalped tickets. And tickets sold out, like, right away. Okay, I do see Fortress Buttress saying about the event was mostly server issues. People couldn't log in or connect because the carriers were overloaded with too many users. So, alright, they've given this as a reason, right? We've all heard their defense of, oh, it's the carrier's fault, it's the carrier's fault, it's AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, you know, whatever. It's all their fault. Okay, so if there were indeed that much network congestion, why is it that these people were able to access Twitter and YouTube and Twitch just fine? It was just Pokemon Go that was causing issues. Doesn't that seem a little odd? Doesn't it? I heard that point, it's like, yeah, what the heck? Someone isn't being truthful here. Someone's just trying to pass on the blame. Now, trust me, I'm no fan of, you know, the cell phone carriers. But Go seems to have so many problems. It seems like, I don't know, I can't log in so much of the time because I use the stupid trainer club thing, never doing that ever again. So, I don't know. Again, I'm whining about something that doesn't affect me that much. I didn't go. Who am I to pass judgment on this? I was just watching. As a spectator watching, it didn't really seem very enjoyable to watch. I'm glad I didn't go. But again, if you went and you had fun, hey, great, all the power to you. I like complaining about things sometimes. I'm sorry about that. That's how I am. Let's see. Kutazing718 just subscribed with Twitch Prime for the 2nd month in a row. Thank you so much for the big service. Saying, glad I could catch some blue training hype, and here's to many more months. Well, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Alright, let's see. I sent a Quillian saying my bet was Niantic servers were the problem. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. I mean, at least in the end, everyone got a Lugia. So, that's fine. At least in the end, everyone got $100 of credit, so I guess that's fine. Or, like, coins, in-game currency. So, you know, it wasn't... Like, I mean, ultimately, if they didn't give Lugia, I feel like then, yeah, it was a huge waste of time. But since they gave everyone Lugia, isn't that what everyone was kind of hoping for or expecting from the event anyway? Like, okay, what was your expectation if you went there? Probably to get a legendary, you know, and sure, it's probably planned to be a much more hype event and a lot cooler than what it was. But at the end of the day, what were you hoping to get out of it? A whole bunch of Pokemon? Yeah, you probably didn't get that. But you're also probably hoping to be one of the few to get a legendary. And guess what? You got a Lugia. Alright, there you go. You didn't even have to waste anything on it. So, well, other than money and time, but I don't know. It's just one of those things that, I guess, since they did that, I think it could have been worse. Ultimately, that should have at least met the expectations of what you wanted to get from the event, other than a bunch of Pokemon. Like, you got the treasure there. Alright, let's see. The Tetris Master asking, what is your favorite Pokemon spin-off? Definitely the Mystery Dungeon series. I love the Mystery Dungeon series. Okay, so let's see, what else do I want to talk about? I guess that was kind of one of the things that went on this week. I do feel kind of bad that, you know, I didn't go to the pre-release, but I think ultimately it was the right decision. I think in the end it was. Because, I don't know. I gotta refill my water soon. Man. So thirsty. Streaming and talking and all that stuff, right? Oh, yes. Let's see, what else to talk about? So, yeah, I guess since last week, we started the new series, Terraria. Just having a lot of fun with that. Hopefully you guys are liking it. I already see a lot of hype for it, which is great. And it's nice because, like, it's a YouTube series, you know? It's something that I'm actually making YouTube videos on. Not, you know, streams, not stream archives, but, like, honest to goodness, hey, I'm editing things. Not, like, super editing or anything. It's not, like, the most fancy series I've ever done. But, you know, it's good to have something. And gosh darn it, I love that game, so... It's really good. That I'm actually getting back to playing it. And that you guys have been enjoying it, too. Like, that's the other thing that's really cool. Because it's a series that did fairly well. It wasn't, like, super duper well, but, you know, got a good audience. What I enjoyed about it was just playing it, but a lot of people have been asking for it over the past month or two. So, I guess I kinda decided, alright, you know what, let's go for it. I want to do something. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Oh, dang. Sarah B. Freak 1 saying, everyone here talking / complaining about Go, watching Marriland play Gold, and here I am making a bold attempt at a Wedlock and Moon version. Beginning of the 3rd island, 25 deaths! Wish me luck, anyone? Oh, man. Good luck! Woo! That's crazy. That is crazy. So honestly, I think once Obsidian gets to 54, I'm taking the experience share off of him. Because I don't need him past 54. He's bulky enough. Slowing down everyone else's training, gosh darn it. I wonder if there really are any other places for training that are okay. Because really, it's 27, it's Victory Road, and then it's here. Like, that's all I can think of, other than the Elite Four. And I feel like the average experience for this works out to be better than the average experience somewhere else. Like, there may be things that give individually more experience, but I think on average, this seems to be the best. At least from what I've tested. Ooh, Zach000515 asks, or not asking, but saying Vermilion City has Lantern and everything else you're fighting. Does it really? Look into that. Alright, so... Kanto... Vermilion City... no, not really. It'd be with the Super Rod, so that'd slow things down a lot. And even then, it's only a 10% chance. Chinchou and Shelder probably don't have as good of experience either. It was worth a shot, though. Definitely give it that. Chuck Penn saying, what about Seafoam Islands? I think their levels are a lot lower, but that is a possibility. Let's see. Seafoam Islands. Because I think there's Golbat in there. Or, not Seafoam Islands. Whirl Islands. The Seafoam Islands don't exist in this game. They're just like rocks. It's only in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But the Whirl Islands... yeah, they look really garbage. Golbat's only 5%. What? Garbage? In my Gold and Silver game? What? I don't think so. Let's see. Silver Solomon's 10 asking, what are your thoughts on the Dream Daddy game? I have literally no idea what that is, other than people are playing it. It's like a dad dating simulator or something. I don't know. I'll stick to, what is it? The bird simulator. Autofull Boyfriend or whatever it was. That was funny. Short, silly, but funny. Alright, let's see. Gotta think of some topics to talk about. Obviously, I don't want to get political. A lot of politics going on. Let's just leave that out of here. But that's obviously a go-to in a lot of instances. What else? We already kind of talked about the weather. What else? Like, I feel like there's stuff that has been happening, and I don't really know what. Gotta think of what kind of Pokemon to train for the... whatchamacallit, the Sleep Lock coming up with Watson and Groose. Hydwo Cannon just subscribed for the 14th month in a row. Dang! Thank you so much for the big service. That's insane. 14 months. Holy moly. Dang, thank you. That's awesome. Fortress Buttress saying geography again. No, not again! Oh, we already had enough of that darn geography lesson yesterday. Or last week. Alright, let's see. Disney B12 saying a new Sleep Lock. It's not one I'm doing. It's one that two of my friends are doing. Watson and Groose. Definitely gonna want to check that out. In fact, I'm gonna share a link. Go follow this guy. Go follow him. King Groose. He's setting it up, man! He's setting it up. Should be a lot of fun. That'll be August 5th is when it starts. Alex Plays G saying, I love your channel, you're amazing. Why, thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying it. I think I'm gonna take a break at the 5 p.m. mark, so about 3 minutes. Just to get up, stretch, refill my water, all that fun stuff. And then we'll continue training. Isn't it so fast? It's so fast. Oh man. Ridiculous. Some guy, 712X asking, have I ever tried Pokemon Shuffle? Just curious. Yes, I tried mobile, and I played through it when it first came out, and I haven't touched it since. I mean, I got all the way up to, like, the Mewtwo stage, and I beat that. It was just so frustrating. Trying to do that free-to-play is just ridiculous. So I'm like, you know what? This isn't fun. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Alex Plays G asking, when do I plan on doing another Animal Crossing stream? So, there is a schedule that I actually have. You can type !schedule in the chat, and that gives you a list of all of the times that I have my streams at. So you're definitely going to want to check that out, and you're going to want to see what it is. It is every day at the moment. I will be adjusting the schedule in a little bit. I need a day off. I've been streaming every day for 59 days now, in a row. That's a lot. I haven't had like a full day off. Oh, I'm at an earthquake, aren't I? Whoops. Yep, I am. Actually, Mud Slap will probably be enough. And it's not like I, stream for 6 hours every day. Like, that's not a thing. But, I'm an introvert. I need time away from people to recharge. This is how it goes, and sometimes it can be exhausting trying to think of what to say for 2, 3, maybe 4 hours. Alright, anyway, let me go ahead and hop on the water. I'm gonna take a quick break. But let's put some music on. Not that. That'll put you all to sleep. No, that'll also put you to sleep. That's literally the town theme. Man, there's no good music. Alright, well, we'll just have this on. Anyway, I will be back in just a bit! Oh yeah, see you in a moment, guys. Alright, I'm back, and Perry Hiker is calling me again. Really. My Onyx is looking awesome, I wish I could show you. Alright, well, glad for that. Alright, anyway, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you had a nice break. I did remember my order, don't worry. Alright, so Mickey Conway asking, well, saying a few things and then asking, well, let me start from the beginning here, saying, hi, I just joined. I've wanted to thank you for getting me into Pokemon. Also, how are you playing Pokemon Gold? What are you using to play and capture it? Keep up the great work. Well, awesome. Glad you could tune in for this. I actually use the Game Boy Player accessory for the GameCube. So I'm playing it on a GameCube controller, GameCube screen, and then I have a USB video capture thing that I am using to capture it and output it to the stream, and it's pretty good. I like it. Gets the job done. It's not perfect quality, but it's all right. Kind of hard to find the accessory and the discs too, though. That's the problem. But they're not bad. I mean, once you get them, I wish that they'd actually have some kind of capture for Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. Like, I can do everything else but that just fine. Oh well. Okay, so I was thinking. I know, it's a dangerous thing. I was thinking I should go get Pokemon Pinball and play that just for a little bit after an hour training. We're not doing a bonus hour, but I'll do like a little bit. Just a little bit extra. I think that'd be good. Okay. So, you know what? I was thinking of like topics to talk about and things to talk about and all that. And I guess it's time for another, not really rant, but a topic of discussion. So, lately I've noticed an uptick in comments, either complaining or just saying, oh, it's a dead channel, or oh, this channel's dying, or whatever like that. And, I'm not meaning to call anyone out, I'm just saying, like, I see a lot of comments like this, and I guess I should probably talk about it, because, it's kind of been one of those things that is, of course, on my mind as a content creator, but something that I don't think you guys need to be worried about as much as it looks. First of all, is it any of your business? No, it isn't. Any way you look at it, the content creator's subscribers and statistics and analytics and all that stuff, ultimately, they are the content creator's business. It's like, you know, obviously it makes somewhat of a difference, but, you know, when you get to the point of bringing that to their attention, that doesn't really accomplish anything. It doesn't really make anything good. Like, it's never a comfortable conversation. It's like, it's not really polite etiquette to go up to people and ask, hey, how much do you make? Or, you know, hey, how many friends do you have? Or, you know, things like that. It's just kind of, you know, personal stuff. I'm grateful that I have a whole bunch of people watching and tuning in and subscribing to me on YouTube, following me on Twitter and Twitch. I get those two mixed up sometimes. Like, it's awesome. It's really great. But let's go ahead and like address the issues here. So, what is the definition of a dead channel? All right, this is what a lot of people have different conceptions of, myself included. So, when a lot of people are saying a dead channel, I think they're basing it solely on views and solely on comments and likes and stuff. So, there's a lot of reasons for this, and without really trying to attack anyone that does take part in these practices, because I don't necessarily blame them. That's what YouTube essentially requires these days. But the whole atmosphere of YouTube... Ooh, Moonlight. You know what? I feel like this is going to come back to bite me. Although it could be really good. Let's get rid of Sand Attack. I don't really need that. That's not how I want to win, anyway. I'd rather win with Toxic. But we'll hold on to that for right now. Okay, so one thing that you'll notice I don't do a lot of on my channel. I don't do, hey, you know, I just started the video, leave a like, subscribe. You know, you don't hear me ask for that. And that is my bad. Because in today's day and age, you really gotta do that. It's annoying to hear it all the time. But it's one of those things that I don't feel comfortable doing. I feel like that's something personal that someone should make a decision to do at the end. Obviously by having calls to action or asking people to like your video or subscribe, it causes them to want to. I mean, it reminds them, hey, you should do that. And hey, if you're watching right now, just saying. But yeah, it's one of those things that I don't do like a lot of other YouTubers do. And does that make the YouTubers that do this wrong to do so? No, I'm not really saying that. It isn't so much that they're wrong for doing that. It's just, it takes away from that immersion. And I don't want to do that. I want it to be more of a, this is the video that I've created, and I'm sharing it with you, and it's your decision if you want to like it or not. So, perhaps from a marketing standpoint, I don't do a very good job. I don't do a really top-notch job with thumbnails. I mean, my thumbnails, they don't suck, but they aren't overly flashy. They don't draw in attention. They don't do that. Remember, so much of getting views is having attractive-looking thumbnails. Something that draws you in to the video on the side. About half of my viewers are actually people that aren't subscribed to me. And that's pretty crazy when you think about it. That means people are discovering me from all sorts of different searches or playlists or anything like that. So I don't personally do that. I try to keep the thumbnails with a screenshot of something that happens in the video, if at all possible, as opposed to something sensational, something bizarre that makes you want to click it, other than, you know, the clickbait one, which actually kind of proved the point. The clickbait episode I did had a substantially higher amount of views. That stuff works. It does. And that's the reality that we live in, as far as, you know, having thumbnails and stuff that draw in crowds, that draw in stuff. I don't do that, for the most part. I mean, obviously I did with that, but that was almost to prove a point. Now, does that make me wrong? Maybe. if I really wanted to make a lot of money from YouTube, if I really wanted to, you know, get super popular, well, of course I'd be doing these things. The thing is, I don't really want that. I never wanted to be super popular. I honestly didn't. I'd gone through that way back in 2007 and 2008, and it's overwhelming, and I didn't like it. I honestly didn't. And, you know, now it's not a problem, but it was one of those things that it took a lot to get used to. So, I'm probably doing that wrong as a content creator, but it stands with my morals. It stands with, like, what I want my channel to be. And ultimately, to me, that's more important than just trying to be, you know, successful or big or whatever. So, alright, that's talking about it from a marketability standpoint. Another thing is, you know, titles, okay? I give witty titles. I give witty titles, alright? It's just what I do. These are terrible for drawing in traffic, as a general rule, because they don't tell you what's going on. They're a joke. They're something funny. I don't have them in all caps. I don't have, like, you won't believe what happens next. I don't do that for my Let's Plays. And that's kinda hurting me. But that's what I want. And even though I know a lot of people that do watch me like it, remember, if half of the people tuning in aren't even subscribed, you know, these may be people that don't even know. And I may be missing out on a lot of people that they were looking through videos of, you know, Gold or Silver, or whatever other game I'm playing, and because my title didn't tell them exactly what it was they were looking for, but it instead had some joke in it, well, I might have missed out on getting eyeballs on that video. It's a reality, that's how it goes. So, again, this is kind of a bigger topic, alright? I'm going over it because we got an hour, so I figured, let's just go for it. That's not the only reason my channel is dying. I haven't had subscribers. I haven't had a growth in subscribers, I guess, is really an important observation. So I've been sitting at about 413 subscribers, somewhere between 411,000 and 413 subscribers on YouTube, not Twitch subs. That'd be crazy. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. Except for the fact I'd be completely buried in the chat and everything like that. But, okay, that's a lot of people, alright? Let me just say, wow, that's insane. But remember, I haven't just started this up yesterday. I have been doing YouTube for 10 years, alright? There are people that started watching me before they were 13, I'm sure. You sneaky little kids, you. Hopefully you're with your parents or whatnot. Although I keep things family friendly. But anyway, they're now probably all the way through college. Or at least in college right now. That's crazy. That is crazy. But also, a lot of these people, they may have subscribed 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you know, any number of years ago, and maybe they just never came back to YouTube. Maybe it was what they did when they were in their teens, and, you know, they moved on to other things now, they have a family. But, you know, not everyone that's done watching someone unsubscribes. That's very much a thing. So, even though I have 413,000 or 414,000, wherever, even though I have that many subscribers, I'm not getting that many views. The expectation of that is just ridiculous. These are not all active subscribers. I don't ever try to claim they are. Like, it really isn't. It's not about that. And it isn't the fact that, oh, you know, I bought all these subscribers or something. I don't ever get accused of that, don't worry. But oftentimes you'll hear that accusation from people that have a lot of subscribers but not a lot of views, because it's an inflated number. Now, in my instance, it's because I've been doing this for 10 years. People have tuned in at various points in their lives. Maybe they've unsubscribed, or maybe they just got bored with YouTube and don't do it anymore. So, you know, that's fine. That's totally fine, but that does explain why I don't get as many views as you would think. So another important topic. On the topic of views, okay? So, you have an interesting situation going on. I'm actually producing too much content. That's why the views and the comments and the likes on each video are down. Back when I was making maybe 3 or 4 videos a week, alright? No streams, no stream archives, just 3 to 4 videos a week. Remember, this is now just, you know, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours of content that someone would have to watch in a week's time. It's not a lot. It's just a good amount. You know, you can keep up with it. But right now it's at the point where I'm actually producing too much content. And I personally don't expect this, but it's wrong for other people to expect it. To expect everyone watching, everyone subscribed, to watch every single video I post. There are oftentimes 2.5 hours a day of content to watch. Not everyone has time for that, and time to watch everyone else. And time to watch things on my streams. So, of course, the views are going to be lower because of this strategy. You look at it overall. You look at it of, hey, I'm producing content every day. Rather than getting a whole bunch of views on one video, I'm spreading out the views across several videos. I'm increasing the chance that someone will find me if they're searching for Animal Crossing or Terraria, as opposed to just playing Pokemon and hoping that people will find me from that. So it's kind of like one of those things that, even though if you look at the statistics, you're like, yeah, you're not getting as many views or likes or comments as you used to. And I totally get that. But the reason behind it, well, on top of the fact that, you know, I don't do the clickbait thing, the reason for that, at least the best that I can tell, is because I'm actually uploading too much content. There's way too much. And, again, I don't know how that's going to work. I might end up just doing stream series and not archiving things on YouTube. That's a very real possibility, because that brings me to another point. I'll get to it in a moment, but that does bring me to another point. Oh, you know what? I guess I don't need to use Sahara right now. Let's switch back to Lula. So, before I get to that other point, there's one point I do want to make about the, you know, the whole, oh, it's a dead channel, alright? This is, like, one of those things that's just, it really, really does kind of show, no, it's about the opposite from dead it can be. So, a dead channel, wouldn't that be a channel that has no uploads, or very little uploads, and is getting no views? I have uploaded at least one episode of something every single day for 59 days in a row. 59 days in a row. I've had at least one video, oftentimes 2 or 3, maybe even 4 videos a day. A day! This is more videos than I have ever produced at any other time in my channel's history for that length of time. That's a lot of videos! Like, dang! That's about as opposite as you can be from being a dead channel. Views, subscribers, hey, you know what, whatever, but like, look at the content. That's what I always try to remind people. You know what? Are you enjoying the videos that I'm posting? It isn't about how many views they get. It isn't about this or that. I mean, obviously, I do try to gauge series. Like, if I look at, alright, what's doing well for the channel? This isn't doing as well. Maybe people don't want to see as much of this. So, of course, I try to base some of my decisions on that. Not for the money, but just for the time element. It's like, okay, if I'm going to invest a lot of time in this, and if people prefer seeing something else, then I'm probably going to, you know, want to go with what people want to see, or at least more people want to see. That's kind of why I held back on Terraria for a while, because it seemed like people wanted to see other things, and that's fine. And again, we're back to Terraria again, so it's all good. And a lot of that was because I had a lot of people asking for it. It shows that people enjoy it. But yeah, you know, I'm more active than ever, I guess, for my YouTube channel and for my Twitch channel. And that, to me, says, hey, I am not at all a dead channel. Now, I don't necessarily think that everyone saying that is, you know, trying to harass me or give me a hard time. I'm not trying to be defensive towards that. You know, maybe you're just, you know, worried. Maybe it's like, oh man, I feel bad about that, and you know, I wish I miss the good old days where, you know, you had like all these views and stuff. And yeah, those days are gone. And that's fine. I don't mind. Obviously, I would like there to be more activity on the channel, and maybe I'll find fun things to do. Again, I'm trying to figure out what I need to do again, and it's such a changing environment. Like, remember, I started doing videos as a walkthrough person. You know, I wanted to show you where to get everything in the games, and I'd already played through the games before. Then I started doing Nuzlockes and Wedlocks and stuff like that, and that was huge for the channel as well for a while. But you know what? Then everyone started doing Nuzlockes and Wedlocks and other locks and everything under the sun. And then everyone started to do like randomizers and ROM hacks, which I don't do those. I don't. I always play on actual games. I always use rules and stuff that anyone can do. That's just what I personally feel is important. I don't ever want to do a ROM hack, because here's a problem that actually pops up. Like, a lot of you think, oh, it's not an issue playing a ROM hack, but remember, one thing that, even if you own the actual game, if you're doing a series on it, you are potentially promoting piracy, because although the ROM hacks themselves are often available for free, what happens is you get a lot of people that make bootleg versions of the game and then sell them. And then you get little Timmy, who watched so-and-so PokeTuber play such and such ROM hack, and they look it up. They want to buy it. They don't read the description, know what it is. They're just like, oh, I want to see this ROM hack. I'm not going to give any names, but I'm just going to say, oh, they want to see that. So then they go, they get their parents to buy it, and they get one from eBay that's actually a pirated copy. And now, they're actually not just, you know, getting the game for free, but someone's actually profiting from that. Now, it's not necessarily the creators of the ROM hacks, I'm not blaming them, but that is kind of a problem. Like, really, when you think about it. So, yeah, that's part of the reason why I don't want to do ROM hacks on my channel. And it would require a ROM, of course. And I don't really think that that's something I'm ever going to change my mind on. I really don't. Maybe, perhaps, at some point in the future, if you guys absolutely want to see it on Twitch, maybe I'll make a compromise. But again, I don't really think that's something that I have any plans on. I think a lot of it in the past was I wanted to stay on good graces with the Pokemon Company, and I feel like they've kind of done a bit to not really earn a lot of respect in my eyes. They've done a lot of decisions that made me just go, are you serious? Like shutting down Pokemon Uranium, for instance, which wasn't a ROM hack. It was just available on RPG Maker, and it was for free. And again, maybe the same problem could come from that, where you get little Timmy again. Oh, I saw someone play Pokemon Uranium. Oh, look at that, I can buy it online. Alright, well, I'll get that. I'll get that. So, yeah, I don't know. I really don't. And it's one of those things that I don't really think I'd want to do. But again, since it's not as much of a concern like the Pokemon Company shutting me down any moment, like literally everyone else does, I may lessen my stance in the future. But again, I always try to play on legitimate hardware with the actual games. That's what I do. Yeah, poor little Timmy, this guy. This guy. Got ripped off. Don't be little Timmy. Don't do that. Okay, so what was the other point I was going to make? There was another point. It was about Twitch, I think. Oh, what was it? So, man, what was it? I went off on a tangent. Now I can't remember the other tangent I was gonna branch off onto. Because I got distracted with something else! Oh, man! Well, let's just go back to the whole, you know, dying channel thing. And I think a lot of that, I think where I was going was Twitch. So let's talk about Twitch for a moment. I'm doing a lot more Twitch now. And I enjoy it a lot more than I do YouTube in a lot of ways. And I'm sorry, everyone on YouTube that's hearing this and thinking, oh, you traitor, how dare you do this? How, you betrayed me. And, you know, it's true. I did. Because I started on YouTube. I did. I mean, that's where I began. And it was way different when I first started, too. Nowadays, YouTube is way different from what it used to be. The videos that I made way back, you know, they don't hold a candle to the stuff that people do now. Now, people tend to get a lot more concerned with the money and all that stuff as opposed to, you know, the content. And I, for one, have also been guilty of not sticking around with what I started with doing walkthrough videos. You guys really wanted to see Nuzlockes. You really wanted to see, you know, wedlocks. You wanted to see, like, other stuff, and then blind playthroughs and all that, and I don't know. I guess it was like the news videos, okay? This is a really good example of something that would get me a lot more views, but something that I don't like doing. Whenever there's new news on any video game of Pokemon, or anything Pokemon, like, people, they jump at the opportunity. They have to get their first video out with all these wild theories and all that stuff. And hey, if you do that, that's fine. But I didn't enjoy that. It's like this big fight. There's always so much misinformation that gets out there. And it is just so tough trying to compete with that. Because when I make a video on news, I want it to be polished. I want it to be something that I'm proud of and something that I put some work into. So that's going to mean it's not going to be out the instant it's out. And then YouTube comments are always like, "You're so late. This was released like 5 hours ago." Well done! It takes time to make a video. You know, it's not just me sitting down and recording. It's tough. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I don't do news videos anymore. I don't want to do news videos. Like, I did that for a bit. I ran a website for a bit. Currently, I don't. So, yeah, that's kind of one of those things that I'm sure I could be doing more of. Doing things like top 10s to bring people into the channel. Those are popular for some reason. I don't really know why. Maybe I'll do one and just kind of see, but... Because, like, I wouldn't mind doing top 10s of my own videos or something. Like, you know, for Nuzlocke moments, which will spoil a lot, but maybe people would like that, because I do get that asked quite a bit. Let's see. Mickey Conway saying you were talking about not archiving Twitch videos to YouTube. That does seem about right. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh yeah, Lola has Thunder Punch. I forgot about that. And Khalifa KIJ saying, haven't you thought of starting a team, like directing, editing, production, etc.? Just like Linus Tech Tips. Yeah, I really wish I was making enough money that I could hire a team. Unfortunately, that is something that I'm not making. And that's fine. It's fine. I tend to be an ace of all trades, or jack of all trades, or whatever. Like, I can do just about everything myself. And I would have to have a team of people locally in order to do a lot of the things, like editing and such. And programming, like, again, this layout thing that I did, that's been a huge, huge plus, because it makes this so much more sustainable. Oh, not enough to win a KO, that's sad. Alright, so let's get to the YouTube, not archiving Twitch videos, there thing. So, Twitch has been very, very good for me lately. In fact, it's actually, like, kind of right on par, and in some cases it actually beats YouTube as far as actual earnings go. And again, I'm not disclosing the actual numbers. You guys can see how much gets cheered, you guys can see how much in the way of, like, subscribers I get, and that's so cool! Again, I would not be doing this, like, successfully if it weren't for you guys. Literally, I would not be, because it's all you guys, which is amazing. Like, I never would have thought, like, Twitch ads, realistically, they don't really pay that well. They're there. They fill in the time when I am, you know, on break or something, and that's something you can do to help out if you aren't, like, you know, if you don't have bits to cheer, or if you don't have money to subscribe with, or anything like that. Like, you know, when I'm doing the Gold Nuzlocke stream, just don't mind the ads if they're on. It's pretty simple. But, yeah, anyway, the other thing is, Twitch is a lot more fun. The comments that come in on Twitch, like the chat, you guys give me life. You guys are so fun. You make me laugh. You kind of, you know, you're not all, like, complaining and stuff. And not to say every YouTube comment's like that. I know that's unfair. I know I complain about YouTube comments a lot. A lot of the internet does. And there's a reason for it. And if you're reading right now, and you are a YouTube commenter, well, first of all, hi. You don't need to be, you know, hostile. You don't need to complain about this. Although I know there's going to be at least one sarcastic person that's going to leave a comment right now. Something, grumble, complain, just to do that. I mean, not in seriousness, but just out of sarcasm, which is fine. But in all reality, there's a lot of people. For instance, like, I got in a bit of a fight with someone the other day. I don't even know why I bothered replying, to be honest, but, like, complaining so much that my playthrough of Pokemon Moon, my blind playthrough, that it was all fake, that I did a terrible job at acting, that it was fake, and I'm untrustworthy, and it's like, are you serious? And, like, so hostile for no reason whatsoever. And, like, I tried to defend that, and it literally went nowhere, because this person wouldn't listen, and it's like, what do you even do? I played the game. You weren't sitting behind me, you couldn't see anything. I did not look anything up. I'm the only one who can, of course, know this for sure, but, like, there was just so much in the way of, like, logic. Like, well, why would I drop a Pokemon that was one level away from evolution? What? That makes sense. But anyway, it's that attitude thing. Like, you know, you could just keep it to yourself, or you could just get in this fight and just, you know, really ride the moment. And what did that really accomplish here? It really didn't accomplish anything. But it just, that's the attitude of YouTube comments so often. And it's sad. And it's something that I keep hoping gets fixed, but it just seems like it gets worse and worse over time. It's kind of, it doesn't bother me as much anymore. Like, most of the time, I don't really care about comments these days. That's what's been great about doing the Blue and Gold Nuzlocke streams is, okay, at the end of the day, you know what? If you want to complain that there's no deaths or that I made a wrong move here, hey, whatever, go for it. I literally don't give a darn. You know what? Because I'm playing, I'm having a good time. If I make a mistake, oh well, whatever. I did it. You want me to be a computer? You want me to be a robot? Nah, whatever. Or the alternative of, oh, you're not dying. You're not making mistakes. Wow, this is so boring. I'm having a terrible time. Not having fun. Well, okay. But Twitch right now, you know, you guys are really active as I'm having this little rant and everything. And it's cool. Like, it's not like, oh, you're just leaving me behind. You're all chatting along and having a good time. We're making the best of this. And it's a lot more refreshing. I guess what I really am gathering a lot more from Twitch as opposed to YouTube is, and again, so much of it depends on the community. I really got so lucky having a wonderful community. And I talked about this at the end of the last episode too, but it's true. It is true. It's a really nice, fun community, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable for me as a content creator. That's why I've been doing a lot more on Twitch. And, like I said, Twitch is now, thanks to everyone watching, and everyone subscribing and cheering bits, and even just telling their friends about it, it's actually comparable to YouTube, to what I'm making from YouTube, which is great, because YouTube has been definitely in the toilet since their new ad-pocalypse thing. I haven't been as affected as a lot of people since I'm PG, you know, family friendly, but it's definitely hurt. I couldn't really sustain myself with just YouTube. That's the reality. That's why a lot of content creators are going to Twitch. And that brings me to the point of there may just come a point where I'm going to just do series on Twitch. I won't even archive them onto YouTube. You'll just have to tune into Twitch if you want to see it. And I think that might actually work better in the long run. Now, obviously, for the Nuzlockes, I'll continue to post those on both Twitch and YouTube. But for other series that I do, it might not be worth it. I might even move Animal Crossing after a certain point off of YouTube and just stream it on Twitch. Or something. I don't know. Anyway, we got 500 Kappa bits. It's hard to wink while smiling, you know. From Jedi Aster, thank you so much for even more bits! Hearing me rant all this time. Oh man, that is a lot of ranting, but hopefully you're enjoying it. More or less. I mean, we just wanted to have something to talk about, I guess. Let's see. Tommy is saying, I received my high school leaving diploma from the Quebec government today. Woo! Awesome, congrats. And then Mickey Conway saying, Maryland, your videos, or will your videos be archived to Twitch, and will non-subscribers be able to view the archived content? Yes! Yes! Non-subscribers will always be able to view my non-archive, or my archive content. I have no intention of putting my content behind a paywall like that. Like, I will not do that. I simply will not. I don't ever want to have... Well, okay, let me rephrase this. I don't want to have subscriber-only chat. I think that's a big mistake. I can't say with the utmost certainty that I never will, because if it gets to the point where I grow to like a 2,000 or 3,000 viewer channel, where the chat just gets so rambunctious, you get a lot of people spoiling the fun, like, that's not good. That, like, I can't make any promises that I won't eventually go that route, and just encourage people to, you know, to find, like, other ways to chat along or something. It's a tough one. Like, I don't want to get to that point. I do kind of understand why people do that. But it's also one of those things that I can see the logic behind, but I don't want to necessarily do that until I get really big. Until it gets to the point where, you know, it's just overrun with people just spewing eh. And it's tough, because, you know, well, I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough situation, but we'll have to see. But anyway, I don't want it to be so much that, oh, I only care about subscribers. I want to continue to read comments that aren't just from subscribers. You guys are awesome. Shout out to all of the non-subscribers tuning in right now. You're awesome. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Even if I don't, you know, give you a shout out when you subscribe or when you follow. I don't do the follow thing. Okay, let me just break this for a moment. Take a quick break, because I've been trying to watch more streams, okay? And I have to say, and again, I have a lot of followers. I shouldn't criticize people with a lesser amount. It's not so much about that. It's just, I hate it. I hate it when people have follow notifications. Like, if I see that on a stream, and I've been tuning in to a lot of streamers over the past 2 or 3 weeks that have maybe, you know, like 10 to 20 viewers. And that's fine. I mean, nothing criticizing that, but like, I don't want to have to be called out for following. I don't want it to be like, wow, Marriland's following me, no way! I want to lurk in peace, you know? I don't always want to interact with the chat. I'm a lot more of a lurker, to be honest, than a, you know, like an active chat person. I like to have something on in the background while I'm doing other stuff. And I don't want to have to follow someone and then have them call me out. And it's like, I get that people like attention. I get that. And I used to have follow notifications, or most recent followers. And then I noticed, you know, maybe this isn't the best idea. Because it was happening so much more. And I don't know. Oh, darn it, I shouldn't have used Psychic. I don't know. It's just one of those things that, like, be mindful of that. Some people want to follow you without having a huge notification pop up on the stream. And, yeah. And another thing is, I don't really want to, I don't want to have, oh, what was it? What was I just talking about? It wasn't what I was just talking about. It was like another point. Shoot, I don't remember. It was something that other streamers do that I was kind of looking into. Oh, I know what. Like, a lot of people are a lot more active when people show up, or when they say hi, you know, hi so-and-so, and I'm really bad with that, alright? And I apologize in advance to anyone who tunes in. I don't usually greet people, as a general rule, and the reason for it is, this is something that bothers me when I am in other streams. Oftentimes people that are streaming that, you know, are answering people that say hi, or kind of calling out people that show up. So often it's just, hey, how are you? Or, hey, hi, what's up? Or, you know, there's no real conversation. Like, it kind of breaks the flow of the stream, I find. And it's not overly sincere. It's not overly genuine. It's just kind of like a false, hey, what's up? Or, you know, hey, hi. And if everyone does that, then it just kind of slows things down. And maybe that's just me. I tend to be someone who, like, if someone's asking the same question over and over again, and it's a question I don't really want to answer, or it's just a question that's like, I don't care as much when people ask questions non-stop. I don't mind answering things, but there's a difference between having a conversation and being the conversation. And I think that we should all try to have conversations with each other, rather than, you know, try to be the conversation. That's it. Like, so sometimes I don't answer every single comment. In fact, most times I don't. But I do at least read all the stuff in the chat. That's good to know, I guess. Alright, so let's get everyone to level 54. I'd like to get everyone to 56, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We're running out of time. 54 should be enough, realistically. Okay, Creeps5 asking, do you wish Pokemon had more complete evolutionary stages that don't have any? Farfetch'd, please! We need Farfetch'd. Definitely Farfetch'd. Let's see. So what else? What else to talk about? Yeah, I guess we've kind of gone on this tangent for like 48 minutes or so. Well, 43 minutes. I guess I got back at 5:05-ish. But I feel like we needed something to talk about. A lot of you are, you know, really awesome that tune in all the time, be it on YouTube, be it on Twitch. Obviously, right now, at this very moment, I'm talking to the people on Twitch. But this is also important for the people on YouTube that have seen some changes. I don't want you to think that you're being abandoned, or that my channel is dying, or anything like that. And is it as glorious as it once was? Well, it depends on your definition. That's really what it boils down to. It's perspective, you know? If you're only concerning yourself with views or subscribers... And by the way, here's another point that I forgot to mention. So, subscribers, right? A lot of people that subscribe to me for Pokemon specifically. Well, I've been posting a lot of non-Pokemon stuff. I've been posting a lot of Animal Crossing, a lot of Terraria, Stardew Valley, like all sorts of different things. And there may be people that don't have any interest in that. Does that make them bad people? No. honest to goodness, I would love it if you unsubscribe if you're not enjoying my content. We don't have to get into a fight about that, please. That's the point of subscribing. You subscribe to people because you want to watch them. It's not really that tough to understand. Like, a lot of people get really, offended when it's like, oh, I'm losing subscribers, what's that? And no, it just means, maybe someone doesn't want to watch what you're posting. Like, I've been changing what I've been posting. I've been posting every day. I've been posting multiple videos. It might just be too much for people to handle. And I get that. Like, that definitely makes a lot of sense. But what is reassuring is that I'm actually still gaining a little bit right now. It's not a lot, but a little bit. And if you look at the amount that actually are subscribing, like, people are subscribing. That's huge. So even if I'm losing subscribers on a daily basis, let's say, which was happening last month when, Animal Crossing was kind of big, and, people were less familiar with it, well, then, I get that. That's fine. But people are subscribing for Animal Crossing, or for Terraria. They're subscribing for things that aren't Pokemon. It was great, because someone actually left a comment a little bit ago, oh, you play Pokemon? And that just kind of brought a smile to my face in a way, because it showed, hey, they came for something else. And they realized it did Pokemon. And that's just kind of cool. Like, I like that. Let's see. So, Chino412, with another interesting point, which I did at one point in the past, but saying, in my opinion, make a second channel for other content. So, I had a second channel for a while. And I felt like the amount of time it went into it, like, people weren't discovering my content. They'd miss out on it, and it was kind of sad, but understandable. Like, I get why people do that, and I am tempted to maybe do that in the future. Like I said, I wasn't going to post every stream archive maybe on YouTube in the future. Like, maybe cut back on that after Stardew Valley and after a few other things. And, that makes sense. Like, I could see just posting, like, Pokemon, or doing less in the way of stream archives. But, does that mean I should have a second channel for it? Like, is it necessary? Any way you look at it, then that's less people who I may be sharing the video with. It means that, any sort of, like, advertising revenue would be, like, way lower, potentially, which I guess doesn't matter as much, realistically, if it's a Twitch archive. Because in the big picture, like, it's from Twitch. I think that, if people are, cheering and subscribing, like, shoot, what do I care about YouTube ads? That's something really cool. I want to just shout out to the subscribers. I know I gave all non-subscribers a shout out a little bit ago. And I don't do shout outs as a general rule. Like, I'm just saying that. But let me just take a moment, alright? If you watch on YouTube, you're used to ads. Unless you use AdBlock. Or have YouTube Red, which is what I do. But you're used to ads. They help the creator, but you don't like ads. Who does? I'm telling you the truth. The people that subscribe, you see the little notifications, like, over my face, and you see all that stuff, and, you get that, and you're probably like, oh, you're giving them all this attention, they're doing that, and, like, I get it. I know it kind of takes away from some of the immersion, and, it's a little different, and I do give these people shout-outs, and they deserve it, because you know what? This is why. Because they make it so I'm not as dependent on ads. Think of them like ads in a lot of ways, which is kind of interesting, except less annoying. Well, most of you are less annoying. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, that's really a very powerful thing, because the ad-pocalypse on YouTube, that dried up a lot of ad revenue for a lot of people, and that's why they've moved to Twitch. And it's sort of like a crowd-funded type thing. The people that do, subscribe or cheer, they do it out of the goodness of their heart. They do it because they enjoy the content creator. Yeah, maybe they get a shout out for it. Maybe, I laugh and joke about it. Whatever the case. With bits, I know, because again, just a reminder, every single bit that you see, that equals 1 US penny. And, that means, like, if you look at that cheer bits thing, that's a pretty good stream. That's great. What am I talking about? But, that's what everyone watching chipped into this. And all the subscribers, that's also really amazing. So, that's why I definitely think that it's important to, say thanks in this instance. And kind of understand what it is that they do. They help keep the content flowing. They help keep it so it's sustainable, so I don't have to go out and get, like, a different job. Like, I'm thankful that between Twitch and YouTube, like, this is my full-time job. This is what I do. This, and I do play video games to kind of, that's what you do. I don't spend my whole day playing video games, but I do play a lot of video games. It's my line of work, essentially. That, talking about them, learning how to do them. There's a lot to it. A lot of editing, for some instances. A lot less editing now. A lot more of it's just playing, but still, there's a lot to it. But I guess the point is, it's great that rather than being dependent on, like, YouTube and YouTube's ads, I'm actually dependent on you guys. Well, at least in this case. And it's something that I understand. It could go away in an instance. And if you are unable to keep subscribing, please stay on the channel. Don't feel like a stranger. Like, seriously don't. It's totally fine. Like, it's never something that I want you to feel like you have to. No, not at all. And with bits, specifically with bits, they don't give anyone any special favors. They're really just for, just for show, just for saying, hey, I support you, hey, you're awesome, or whatever. And, obviously shout-outs are fine. And, the whole, Varian and Jedi Astro Salt again! I mean, that works, but, like, it's not like, oh, I give you this extra thing or that. And I like that, because it really makes it, like, you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. And that's what's nice about bits. Now, obviously, subscribers, they do get extra benefits. For my Animal Crossing streams, every now and then, I'll have subscribers over. That's how you get my friend code on my 3DS. Would I want to add everyone? Realistically, no. I have to limit it to subscribers. My 3DS friend list is already full, and that's just the subscribers. Like, I can't just keep cycling it out, especially with people that I don't necessarily know. It's nothing personal, but that's just, it's a reward I can offer. It's something I can say, hey, thanks for that. Also, Twitch subscribers, they get cool emotes that they can use in my chat, as well as other chats on Twitch, which is nice. And they get the ability in my Nuzlocke streams to offer suggestions for nicknames, which is nice. But again, these are little things. They're not like huge things. They're just little ways I can say, hey, thanks for going the extra step. Really appreciate that. And is it something I expect of people? Nah. Is it something I'm grateful for? Yeah. And is it something that, maybe you're not a subscriber, don't feel too jealous over it. You can still help out by just watching, by just having a good time, by having a positive attitude, and all of that stuff. So, yeah. That's what I had to say about that, I guess. Yeah. So, anyway, that's that's the conversation, I guess. The YouTube/Twitch creator content conversation thing. And I think that's, it's good to have. It's definitely good to have. Because you guys do keep me going. And it's really amazing. It really is. I'm very, very thankful to have such a great community. Like, that's the thing. You guys are a lot of fun, too. Like, in the past, when I did Wonder Trade Wednesday, I didn't really find it as much fun. I know it was kind of enjoyable, but it was so much more busy and just, I don't always think of things to say. I think these Nuzlocke streams have been a big win, because we're actually accomplishing things and we're having a good time. And even for episodes like this, where it's just training, you know, you guys aren't all like, "This is so boring! I'm so bored! I can't believe I sat around for 2 hours watching this boring stream." Right? I mean, you know, you're not like that. You're like, I haven't seen basically a single complaint about that. It's been great. Like, we're all just here having a chill time, getting stuff done together. You know, it's good. It's relaxing. Yeah, rip ears. Sorry. Didn't realize the tone of my voice. But yeah, it's enjoyable. And that's one thing I do like about Twitch. I think that the Nuzlocke streams are a good compromise. Hopefully, if you're watching on YouTube, hopefully you have enjoyed watching the stream archives on, oh, it's dark out. No! Hopefully you've enjoyed watching them on YouTube. I've enjoyed making them, okay? You may have noticed I get salty. I tend to take a lot of stuff personally. It's a personal weakness of mine. I admit it. I admit it. I need to improve on that. But that definitely did put a damper on a lot of my Nuzlocke series, because, you know, I put a lot of work into editing and recording and trying to be funny, and then, you know, at the end of the day, I get it up, and, like, you know, there's just complaints here and there. It's like, oh, man, I did all this, and that's it. I don't know. But with this, it's just been really nice, because I haven't really felt that. I've actually enjoyed pretty much every part of it. Even the training's been kind of fun, which is great. Like, it's not sped up or anything, but it's just kind of cool, you know? So, I guess that's something worth mentioning. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not training for red, McCreever. This is just for blue. I want to do it deathless, and there's an item limit, so I'm kind of restricted as to what kind of options I have. Alright, let's see. Oh, wow, Jose! Adios, Jose! Okay, you know what? I want to get dial tone to 54. I want to see where Razor's at. Maybe we'll just go a little bit later. Just a little bit. Actually, yeah, you're like right there. Alright, let's see. Yeah, dial tone should be set in a moment. Well, I guess we'll go in at level 54. I think that'll be fine. Honestly, I don't think that it'll make that much of a difference in the big picture, but I do think it would. I'd like 56. Maybe we can squeeze in a little bit of training on Saturday, too. Like, I wouldn't mind that. Because we're not fighting red, obviously, on Saturday. We're gonna have a lot of training to do for that. I was thinking somewhere between 68 and 70, I think, for red. Just to be safe. Especially if we don't have any deaths. Like, that would be awesome. Because I really want to just cream him, you know? He's got to get out of here. If I can do it deathless, that'd be amazing. Okay. Fortress Buttress saying, Anthony is biding his time to make the most ill-timed call as possible. He is going to call as soon as I'm leaving for the day. That's what's going to happen. I'm calling it right now. Let's just surf this thing. Just save headbutts. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter because you level up right now, right? Oh well, whatever, it's fine. Yay! Level 54. Okay. How much more do we have to do with Razor we just get everyone to 54? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll go a little bit over. I'm not gonna do the full bonus hour. Didn't really advertise a bonus hour. Actually, I said there's not going to be a bonus hour, so... Because I had a feeling we'd get training done. And sure enough, we're right about there. I wanted to get to 56, but 54 is fine. It's alright. Okay, let's see if we can not get called by Anthony Hiker. That's my goal, okay? If we can do that, we'll be set. Alright, let's see. I love how Drill Peck has 20 power points. That's really nice. Red Dragon Empress asking, do you know what natures is good? Totally depends on what Pokemon you're trying to use. But typically speaking, Adamant, Jolly, Timid, and Modest are pretty good for, like, offensive types. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I think I said Gand W Fangirl. I think it's actually G and W Fangirl. But anyway, G and W Fangirl asking, how do I cheer bits for you? Sorry, I'm new to Twitch and I really want to give you bits. So there should be a little triangle thing by the smiley face in the chat. If you're watching on mobile or on like one of the apps, you might not be able to buy bits directly. I don't know if you can or not. I don't think so. But you can link your Amazon account and buy them with that by typing, well, not typing, but like clicking the little triangle thing in the chat. I think. Let's just see. Oh yeah, I can't share on my own channel, of course. So it's a little tough. There are instructions in the chat right now showing you how to cheer. But that's, would be how. And then after you've bought some bits, like they get added to your account. It's like a credits kind of thing. Like in an arcade or something. And then you just type cheer, you know, 50 or cheer 100 or however many you want to cheer. And with the small c and the number all connected. And that's how it's done. I tell you, the cheering system's been wonderful. Like, you know, a lot of people that do Twitch, you know, they accept, like, donations or tips and stuff, and I never really wanted to do that. Like, I never really felt comfortable with that. But I love how integrated the cheering system and the bit system are into Twitch. It's really nice. It's something that you on YouTube probably, it doesn't quite make as much sense. But it is, it's really nice. And, you know, you don't have to worry about, like, chargebacks. You don't have to worry about really giving anyone anything either. That's the thing, you know, it's really just, hey, thanks for, you know, what you do. Here, have some bits. Like, it's against their terms of service even to do stuff. Like, for the most part. I mean, you know, like, again, like I said, shoutouts and things, having it on the layout, like, that makes sense. That's fine, that's acceptable. Alright, so, let's see. Red Dragon Empress asking, Adamant is good, right? For any physical attacker, yeah. For special base attackers, nah. Okay, Thunder545 saying, bits are easier for the caster and the user using them. Well, that's nice. I guess it is pretty convenient. It's nice that it's directly from the thing. It's really cool. I like it. Alright, so this is the final fight. I think we're gonna end things after this. But, hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Hopefully. I'll tell you what, we'll go... Actually, it's not really easy to get to the game corner. Actually, it is! That's right, there's one in Celadon City. I forgot about that. Yay, Razor! Okay, we're gonna go to the game corner for just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a full hour. but just a bit. Alright. I will end the stream if Anthony Hiker calls Thaumius, don't worry. But I think we'll make it in time. Oh no, Diabolical Doctor saying, no, don't go, I just got here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I've been streaming for like 2 hours already. I gotta get some dinner. We're already going a little bit into overtime. Okay, let's see if I can get some big money. Come on! Oh! No fair. I should have won. I hate it when I don't win the lottery. No! Give me money. I think this one's broken. I don't like this one anymore. Nope. Alright, we're gonna go right next to Groose. Yeah! I don't think I've ever won the 50 before. It's crazy. Alright, Mickey Conway asking, how did you get into Pokemon, and have you done a Draw My Life video before? I don't remember if you have. I've not done a Draw My Life. I don't really want to. It's just kind of one of those things, like, I don't really want to go into all my life stuff. But I got into Pokemon in 1998, early 1998. They had it in a magazine, and it looked really cool. So I started following it, and I got it the day it came out where I live. My parents' anniversary, too. Ah! Well, we still came out ahead so far. Guess that's alright. Might not look impressive, but... yeah, this is okay. Ooh, this is a good piece of knowledge. Some guy, 712X, saying he started gambling tonight with 31.95 coins. Okay, let's see if I can top that. I'd like to get 3,500, so then theoretically I could buy some... oh, darn it. Theoretically I could buy another set of Psychic if I wanted. Not that anyone can really learn it, but... well, I mean, Obsidian can, but... don't really need that now, do I? No! No, get back. I don't like this one. It has angered me. Okay, we're going to go to this one. This one's gotta be it. So far, no good, though. There we go! That's the stuff. I don't like this very much. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be working. Let's get down to 3150. And we'll do that. If it doesn't get there by that point. Oh, no! No, 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 no. Can't do that. Oh, darn it, you know what? We're done. We're gonna go to the machine below the fisherman next. Suggestion by some guy, 712X, which is great, because you, reminded me how much I started with, which is handy, because I couldn't remember. Diabolical Doctor asking if I did a Ruby Nuzlocke. I actually did, way back. It was a Ruby Sleep Lock about, I don't know, a year ago? No! I didn't ever post it to my YouTube channel, though. Because it wasn't ever finished. I couldn't stay awake any longer. And I was feeling really ill, too. I probably could have stayed awake longer. But I just was not feeling very well. So I just decided, you know what? It's important to be considerate of your health for a big stream like that. There we go. Alright, come on. Give me some big money. That's what I need. Big money. Give me that Chansey. This one is not working very well. I think it's broken because I didn't win. We're going... Let's actually go over to this side. Hey, old guy. What the... No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Okay, well, we're just... It's gonna be Poliwag 3. No! Alright, let's get really lucky here. Jigglypuff 5. Ah! Like, I'm going for the big money. I don't even care. I just want so much hype. No! I had the right number. Oddish 4! Oh, right Pokemon. Oh, one off. Darn it. Alright, I gotta do this. Try to win back all the money I lost. Okay, we'll do Poliwag 1. No! Alright, we're going with Jigglypuff 4. Oh! I'm gonna stick with Jigglypuff 4. No! Alright, I'm sticking to it. Jigglypuff 4! Ah! Alright, final one. Jigglypuff 4. Darn it. Okay, well, so much for that. That was boring. And not very successful either. Okay, a can of soda? What? No, I don't want this. That's weird, though. Why did it say a can of soda was there? Alright, we're going here. I just wanted a big win, okay? That's what I wanted. I don't want little wins. None of those. Well, this one isn't working out. It must be broken. Okay, there we go. Oh, man. Got those yawns again. That's not good. Well, thanks for coming out to the stream today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Had fun with it. Got done some training, which is always a good thing. Definitely takes time. It's important, but it's worth it. Come on. Aww. So hopefully we'll be able to handle blue. That'll be Saturday. This Saturday, and then... No, come back! And then remember, not this upcoming Saturday, but next Saturday is King Groose versus Watson, the Sleep Lock. And it's gonna be intense. So you're gonna want to breed up some Pokemon on either X and Y, or on Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. So then you can Wonder Trade them. It'll be a Wonder Lock. So, really need your help for that. I'll have it hosted on my channel. You'll be encouraged to actually go to King Groose's channel to chat, though. But it should be fun. Alright. think we're gonna have to call it. So far this hasn't worked out all that well. Seemed like a good idea, but no hype. Hype? 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 Oh, no! Oh, you can't do that! Oh, man. Oh. No, 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 no. Oh. Darn it. It's just been, like, teasing me so much today. I haven't really been able to get it. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will see you on the next episode of Marriland's Pokemon Gold Nuzlocke stream. See you next time, everyone. Woo!